Hi guys, it's me. So today we are going to make our own masks and stencils. So a mask is basically you cutting out any kind of shape, and basically you like take a makeup sponge and you sponge around it and then you get the shape, whatever shape it is. So in this case, we're going to use people. So these are some that I made before. This is a super simple technique. All you need is magazines and you need some tape. So this is dollar store packing tape. And then I have a little mat, and then you just need some scissors and some magazine pages. So first I went through my magazines and I just pulled some things that I thought would make beautiful silhouettes. So kind of where you can kind of see the body parts. So she would be really good. There are some little places that I would have to cut out, but if I stenciled around her, or if I you could also trace around masks too, and then paint around them or do whatever you want. You could still see her body shape. So that's kind of what you're looking for. This would be a good one too. The hands might be a little bit funny, so you wouldn't be able to see her hands, of course, but you would be able to see around her. Okay, and then I would cut out this little space too. Okay, and she would also be a great image too. She'd work really, really well. Because you can see that her body parts are separated. It would be a little bit hard with this little space here where her ponytail is, but you could do it. And then she would also be a good one too. So just go through your magazines and collect what you would like to use, okay? And these are two that I cut out before. So like I had to cut out this opening and this opening for her hands too, just because I thought it looked better. And you can always turn it over too to kind of get a better gauge of how it will look. You could just cut out the image if you wanted and use it in your journal or on your canvas or whatever you're going to use it for. But I really like to kind of use packing tape to protect it a little bit. I have done this before with even my laminator, and that works really well too. So if you have a laminator, even better. You can totally use that. So let's pick one to use. Maybe I think she would be very easy to cut out. So her figure would be around there. Maybe this one, kind of like her movement. Yeah, maybe let's do her. She shouldn't be that hard to cut out. Okay, so you're going to place your image, and I'm just working on a mat here. Just be careful because the packing tape will stick to other magazine pages, so you want to make sure that you just take one image and you do it. And I actually saw this video on Instagram, and I forgot that I totally forgot to share it with you guys, this technique. But I've been doing this for a while, but there was another artist that shared it, and I was like, I should make a video about that. So I will link her below too so you can see her. But I have been doing this for a while. I used a lot of mask in my mixed media class, so it's really fun. And I think I've made a couple of canvases. With people that I've cut out and kind of painted over. So very cool. And you can even use images that you get off of the internet. I really like cool poses of like people praying or in meditation. Those are really cool to use. You just want to try to get it as straight as you want. You can do 2 layers if you want. So you can do back and front. I usually just do the front because I'm lazy like that. You can absolutely do the back too. And then your mask would last for a really, really long time. And I'm just going to turn this around, and I like to cut off this edge, or you can even fold it over too. Maybe I'll just fold it down. Wonderful. And we just want to get the tape everywhere we're going to cut her out. So I hope you guys are having a good day today. It's going to be Thursday when this video goes up. So yeah, see how I got that stuck on the other thing? I've done this before. So I just do it very quickly. I'm going to actually move these out of the way. Missy girl. Okay. And I don't really worry about like a lot of the details. Like about cutting out every little bit of finger or anything like that. If you want, like I said, you can use an X-Acto knife and really get in there and do lots of crazy cutting and all that stuff. Some people are very detail oriented. I am about a lot of stuff, but not about my art. I think it's because I am like that about a lot of stuff. So art is just kind of freedom, and I just like basically to get it done and just to enjoy the process. So let's cut around her. So what I do is I just kind of get rid of a lot of the paper first, and then I'll go in and cut the details out. So I'm going to kind of cut out that part. Okay, and then I'll start maybe cutting around her head because that doesn't seem so intimidating. Just take a deep breath before you do this. You can go right into the image. We're just going to cut around her. That's her scarf, which I think is kind of cool. Very good. And feel free to edit it out. So if you don't like the scarf or you don't like something, then cut it out. If you don't want to use the hands, you don't have to use those. If you don't want feet, this is at your discretion. So don't worry about it. And I'm basically going to cut where I think the shape of her leg will be because it's a little bit covered. And then I'll cut around her feet, just like that. And again, I kind of don't know where things end, so we're just going to kind of gauge a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so that looks pretty good so far. Right, and I'm just going to like turn her around here, cut some of this out, just so I can see a little better. Sometimes it helps to cut that background out so you can see it just a little bit better. So I got to catch a live yesterday with Dawn from Let's Make a Mess Today. She's so nice, just a super lady. And she was like, we were in the comments and she was telling people about my channel, which was so nice. And then she told me that I was one of the people that inspired her to create a YouTube channel, and that, you know, that she found lots of inspiration on my channel. So it's always good to hear that because I think it's hard to know, you know, if you're really making an impact or a difference with your channel and that kind of thing. So it's nice to hear that she was inspired, you know, and she's gone on to do her own thing, which is awesome. And it's wonderful. She's just a joy to listen to. I will link her channel too, and she does lives every Wednesday, and she has a lot of really fun projects. So, and a great community, a very vibrant community. So you guys definitely have to check her out if you haven't. Oh, in case you didn't hear for the last video, because it was super long, I do have, I will connect my art classes. So I have 2 art classes on there now, and then I have 2 dropping at the end of this month. So mixed media canvases, and then I have an abstract painting class, abstract landscapes. So that's going to be a super fun class. So if you've never tried abstract painting, you can definitely do this class. And it's very simple techniques, but really dynamic painting. So those will be available at the end of this month. But there's 2 on my site right now. So there's Birch Mixed Media Trees, which is a really fun class. And then I also have art dolls too. So they're only $10. I believe that art and creativity should be affordable. So I'm never going to be the kind of person that charges a ton of money. That's just not what I believe in. I think that it should be approachable and affordable. So you can check those out, or just check out the other 2 classes that will come in. I'll have like a little video and stuff for them, so you can check them out. So this would be a perfect way to use your silhouettes after I show you how to make beautiful mixed media backgrounds. So in Canvas, you could totally use this. Use these for that. I think lots of people are kind of intimidated by mixed media, and I've just come up with a formula that really works for me, just for making a ton of art. So it's very easy techniques, and I teach it in person to, you know, a lot of students, and they seem to enjoy it and get the techniques and make it their own. So I'm very happy to have it in online class form. So very fun. So you can check that out, and you check Dawn's channel. Lots of things to check out. So this is the part that just takes a little while. It's just, and you can get rid of any features, you know, that you don't like. I just kind of will roll the paper with me. That way I don't chop off important things like her nose or something. It's good. And I'm not really worried about getting super duper duper close. I mean, it's fine. So if we turn her over, you'll definitely, you know that it's like a lady, right? So very cool. Yeah, the distraction of it. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of her ponytail. So what I'm going to do for that is, you could absolutely use an X-Acto knife, but what we could do is we can just fold it, and then I'm going to make just a little slit, little bitty slit. Okay, this one's really tiny. Okay, and I might need some smaller scissors, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, maybe I will. I do have these guys. I don't know how good these will work though, but we'll try. So we're just going to go in and just cut a little opening where her ponytail will be, and I think that will read better. Yeah, I think so. Okay, and then you can kind of push it out, and then you can like cut around it too. Just play with your scissors a little bit. You can also use detail scissors. That would work really, really well for this process too. And most of my masks I go around anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But sometimes you just want a fresh, clean mask. And this is so much cheaper than buying them. I do have some. Let me show you the ones that I have. And I love to use them. I use them on my canvas bags and stuff. So these are ones from Deco Arts, and they're very cool. So they're just silhouettes and things, and they're really fun to add kind of that people element to your page. Really fun, and I like things in silhouette, so very cool. So those are fun. So you kind of do your own version of that. So I like that. I think maybe I'm going to do a little bit on her lips since they're just a little bit open. That might be a good detail to add. See if we can get that out. Yeah, I think I got it. Almost getting it out. See if I can use the tips of these guys. It's a little bit stuck, just a tiny bit. Sorry, hopefully I'm in camera, in view. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean up her nose a bit. And don't be afraid to cut into the image too. That's okay. Very cool. Oh, and thank you guys so much for your lovely comments about my flip through of my journals. They're so much fun to create, and I love to fill them up, so it's fun. They're easy to fill up because they're only 10-page journals, which I think is less intimidating, and if you'd like to do theme journals and things like that, you can do that, so that's fun. They're fun. There's a few people that have reached out that wanted to buy them, so I do have them available for sale. Actually, I made a ton of them. Yeah, so I can ship them to you if you're interested. And they're just little journals. Do I have one here? Yeah, they're really fun. I have one somewhere. Like this, you know, and they're small enough, I think, that you can fill this up. This is the journal that I did the flip through. But they're great. You can, you know, put things on there. Pretty good size. Yeah, so that's what you would do, and you could like stencil around. So you could do a background and then stencil around. That'd be cool. So she's all done, I think. I really like how she turned out. We'll turn her on the back so you can kind of see that there's a face there and then a ponytail and some hair. Yeah, so I like that a lot. I think she looks pretty cool. Wonderful. And then if we wanted to, we could even like cut apart her head and go around her neck, but I think that's too many moving parts. I like to keep them a little bit clean, and I can clean up her arm if I want, make it a little bit more distinctive. And she's an armless lady, but I could just basically just make it so that I don't mask around that part too. So very cool. These are very versatile. You can use them for a ton of different things. So I'm not going to talk for much longer. I don't want this to be a long video, just in case you have somewhere to go. And this is how she looks, right? So you get to see her head and then her legs and her body. So very cool. And then if we turn her around, this is how she'll look. Sometimes it's easier if you turn them around. So you get a little bit of her hair. She has the opening, so you know that she has hands. It kind of looks like she's running. And then her feet and her high heels too. So she would be very cool on a page too. So wonderful. And like I said, you could add tape to the back too. So I hope you guys are doing a great day. I'm going to try to make a video using this. I thought that would be fun. And that one will be in real time, and we'll just have fun and just create. I'll show you a couple ways that you can use these in your journal. Okay, guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.